Hey, this is Tim with Family First Triathlete. I'm glad you are striving to improve as a triathlete, and I'm here to help you get a little closer to your goals.
This is the quick analysis for Bethany. Bethany is a former high school swimmer, and she's a swim coach, so she has a really good understanding of stroke mechanics. One thing that Bethany does really well is she keeps everything very aligned. And what I mean is she places her hands directly above her shoulders and there's no crossing over. So her left arm lands directly over her shoulder and then pulls through in that channel. It doesn't cross over under her belly. And her right arm also lands directly above her shoulder, straight out in front of her. Keeping things in line is very good for swimming. Now, how can we help Bethany? The first thing I want to point out is that there's a little bit of up and down bouncing in her stroke. Let me play it in real time. You can see that there's a little bit of up and down bouncing in her stroke, just ever so slightly. So underwater, I want you to pay attention to your hands as you place them out in front of you and how you like to ride them so close to the surface of the water. So you'll ride them out and glide maybe a touch too long, but you'll glide really close to the surface of the water, and that creates this upward angle. Your head position isn't bad necessarily. Your eyes are looking down, but with this upward angle of your arm and gliding out, the next movement that you do with your hand is a straight arm push down. This causes the bouncing in your stroke that we talked about. So you straight arm press down, and it also causes your head to lift up. And here you can actually see that your eyes are looking a little too far forward. We would want those eyes down just a little bit. All of this causes this upward lift in your stroke. And with that upward lift, now we've presented a large area for drag forces to negatively affect your stroke. We can see this also from the other side. And this is a common mistake that a lot of swimmers do because they like to feel the surface of the water out in front of them. Instead of gliding that hand out in front of you right near the surface of the water, right up here, it'd be nice to have that hand about a foot or so below the water, directly out in front of you. And this way you could add a little bit of pressure down through your armpit and lower your head a little bit, push down here more, and instead of having this body line that is slightly angled, right, we'd be able to close that body line to a nice flat horizontal body line. This is actually a good look at when you turn your head to breathe here. You can see how everything starts to lift upwards, right? We get this upwards lift of everything. Ideally, we want to cut that upward lift out and have everything continuing to drive forward. What's he doing? Oh, don't bend your knees.
Who can just do them straight?